In this video lecture, we shall be discussing about the basics of electronics, and in that series we will discuss about the signals and of course the different types of the signal in electronics. So before discussing electronics, we must know actually what is electronics all about. Electronics is actually made up of two words, electron plus mechanics. So this means actually the behavior of the electron under some applied conditions of electric field. So it is actually a branch of engineering wherein we actually discuss about the low voltage devices, and those low voltage devices like semiconductors, like capacitors, transistors, diodes, integrated circuits, etc. So digital electronics is a field of electronics now. So it involves the study of the digital signals, and in digital electronics we actually have various types of electronic devices that we use in our real life, like computers, we use mobile phones, pen drives, digital cameras, etc. So now we start about actually what is the signal. Signal is an electric current that carries the data, and we want to carry that data from one system to another system. So that data is actually transmitted in the form of signals. So in short, we can say that the signal is a variation of electrical quantity. That electrical quantity can be the current, that can be the voltage with respect to time. Say for example, in this figure, f of x is actually one function of x. So this is the signal or the function, and x is the independent variable. Say for example, if we take around this x-axis as time, then we can have the values in y-axis for the voltage or for the current, and the graph we get like this. So we can have the graph of like the day temperature at different times of a particular day, or even the population of a particular country in a particular decade, and so on. So this is the variation of electrical quantity with respect to the time. So जो types of signals हैं, they can be categorized into two types, analog and digital. But we will discuss in this video lecture about the digital signals. So first of all, to have just a brief introduction of the analog signals. So analog signal is a continuous signal like this. This is a continuous signal in which one time varying quantity, means the quantity which is changing with respect to time, that quantity represents another time based variable. So analog signal, they work on a continuous data, and within that continuous range we can have infinite number of values. Say for example, I may be having here 0, then 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3. So infinite number of values we can have in this continuous range, which is in the form of a sine wave. Now the accuracy of the analog signal is not high when compared to the digital signals. So that is the point we actually come up across the digital devices in these days. So what are the examples of analog signals? It could be the pressure, the temperature, the weight, velocity, amplifiers, etc. So these are the examples of analog signals. Now the digital signal. Digital signal, it is a type of a signal that represent the data as a finite sequence of discrete values. Discrete values means the values which are actually being separated by some value, like here where he having 0 voltage here and 5 voltage. So this value is representing only 0 bit. This is representing 5 voltage is representing actually 1. Now again 0 means 0 bit, again 0 voltage means 0 bit. Now 5 voltage mean 1 bit, again 0 voltage means 0 bit. So these are the discrete values. So most commonly the digital signal will be one of these two values, like 0 voltage or 5 voltage. Now the standardized signals like HDMI for video and MIDI for audio, they are all digitally transmitted, and these digital signals are also used in our networking and data communication in the networks. So the next question comes in our mind is that why the digital signals only? So these are some of the advantages of making use of digital signals over the analog signals. First is that the digital data can be easily compressed. So within short storage of the memory, we can actually store a lot of data. So here the designing is very easy. How designing is very easy? Because it actually works on the mode of the modularity assembly. So we have different modules. The only thing that we need is to have the module assembled in some sequence so that we can get our required design. So any information in the digital form can be easily encrypted, no problem. We can hide the data very easily. Now a lot of editing tools are available in market, like we have the video editors wherein after capturing the video we can use the edit tools. We can edit the sound without altering the original copy, so we can have the original copy in place. So it is very easy to transmit the data over the networks that I told you. Storage and retrieval, that is very easy. We can easily store it, and whenever required we can easily retrieve the data, and obviously they are accurate, and moreover they are very fast. So now the differences. These are the some of the differences of analog signals and the digital signal. First of all, analog signal is continuous signal. This is not continuously digital signal. It is time separated signal. It is denoted by sine waves. These are denoted by square waves. The analog signals take some time to store. They can be easily stored. It uses a continuous range of values. It uses only discrete values 0 and 1. It can broadcast only limited number of channels. So, but in digital signals we can transmit number of channels simultaneously. It consumes less bandwidth. It requires some higher bandwidth digital signals. Analog signals, they draw large power. जो digital signals, they draw the negligible power. The analog signals are deteriorated by the noise, means noise can easily interfere our original signal, but the digital signals are very noise immune without any deterioration. They does not offer any fixed range. It has a fixed range 0 and 1. The good examples of analog signals are human voice, temperature, sensors, FM radio signals, etc. And the digitals are our digital phones, computers, CDs, DVDs, etc. So thanks for watching.